Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Hugh, and today we're going to learn how to create a React.js website. And today's topic is going to be how to destruct an array and an object. So stay around. Before we start the video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Only 2.5% of my viewers are subscribers, and I need your help to achieve the 1000 subscribers. So don't forget to smash that button. Now let's go back to the video. So this is the state that we left on the past video, where we had the lists of coins, and we could have and remove the number, and we learn how to do this with a hook. Today we're going to create a different thing. Instead of being like a card, we're going to create a list, and on that list we're going to put a few stocks, for example. Now we're going to talk about stocks because I want. And then we're going to learn how to deconstruct an array and how we can get the values from that object. So in order to do that, we need to create a list. So let's move this over here. And now let's create here a list. So now we're going to create a file. We're going to create stocks.js. And here I'm going just to copy paste a few things. So to be more faster, let me just put here now I just copy paste some variables here, which is the stocks. So my stocks are going to contain the name, which in this case is going to be Microsoft. It's going to contain an image. It's going to contain a top market, an high and a low of that day, a price, and unit. So this is going to be an example how you are calling an API, and the API will retrieve a JSON like this, or a XML or whatever. So, and this is how we have. So we have here two objects, which is Microsoft and Tesla. And now we're going to learn how we can get these values. So now let's go into our app. So now here on our app, what we're going to do first, I'm going just to comment all this. Okay, so if I do refresh, so we have a clean slate here. So now let's create here a table. Class name is going to be table, and I will create this table later on my CSS. Actually, I can create right now. Let's go here. So I'm going just to copy paste here my table, so I don't need to define this later on. Let's go back, and here now I'm going to create my lines and my my rows. So let's create here tr. Inside of this tr, we're going to create a th. But in this th, the first thing that I'm going to put, it's an image. So I'm going to put the image name, etc., etc. So I don't need to put anything here. Here is going to be name or ticker, since we're talking about stocks. The second one is going to be price. Now we're going to put here a low, which is the high and the low that they had on that day, and units, for example. Okay, so now we're going to close our tr. And now let's create here another tr, because this first piece here, it's going to be my header, and here we're going to create another tr, which we're going to put our values. Actually, I can copy all this. Not this one, not this one. Okay, oh wait, sorry. And here we're going now to call our values. But in order to do that, first we need to import our stocks. Okay, so we have already here ticker price, so it's already showing here the table, but it's not showing anything. So there's a few ways that we can do. We can do as we've done before, like calling each line using the props, but here we're going to use something different. So now let's go back here, and we're going to start to bring the stuff in from our variables. So first thing, we're going to create here the image. Class name is going to be class name. It's going to be lists image. I still don't have this on my CSS. I'll create this later. We're going to search for the URL, which we're going to call Microsoft MSTF, for example, dot image. Oops, completely wrong. MSTF, for example, dot image. This is the moment it's giving us an error. Okay, let's close this now. And we have here the image. Actually, this is not correct. Just like this, and we are fine now. Okay, of course, it's going to give us an error because we are looking for something that doesn't exist. Now we're going to have here the Microsoft, for example, .name. As example, don't need this. Here is going to be price. Okay, so let's put here price. Here is going to be Microsoft low. I'll explain you this later. And here high. Oops, what I've done here. Okay. And here units, so it's going to be called sft dot units. So we're having here now an error, and now we're going to decompose our objects from the list, from the array that we have here on this file. This can be called by an API as well. This is an example how you can use also an API, how you can decompose the API. So we're going to create here a constant, and we're going to have our two objects, Microsoft and the Tesla, for example. And now it's going to equal to stocks, okay, which is this. Here, what we're going to do now is to decompose each object. So we're going to create another constant that is going to be called, for example, top market value. I think this is the name. I have it. Market value. And inside of the top market value, we do have now the high and the low. So as you can see here on the stocks, so inside of the top market value, we do have the high and the low. So we want to grab those. So inside, we're going to call low, and now we're going to give them a different name. So we are renaming the variables here. Here you are renaming low as Microsoft low, and high has Microsoft the hi. It's already shows it here. And all this is going to be equal to Microsoft. Oops, I think I missed here. No, this is incorrect. This is correct now. Okay, so as you can see, let's see, so it's not giving here an error. Let's save this. So it's still saying that Microsoft is not defined. Let's go back. And my mistake was here, which is MSFT and not MSTF. Okay, I just fixed here the MSFT and I was misspelled. Just fix this, and now we have here the ticker, but we don't have the image. So now let's create this list image here on the CSS. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put the list image. We want more than, let me just copy this. So we just changed here a few things. Whoops. Let's hit save. Now let's go back to our app. Rename this, and now we have here the image of Microsoft. So we do have all of them. There's missing the units. Let's go back to, because it's misspelled, it's not units, it's units. Now it's already shown. So this is really case sensitive. We need to be sure what we're putting here. And now we want to grab the other object, the second object that we have on our lists. So to do that, we're going just to copy this. I already have my object here defined. And now just rename Tesla here, Tesla here. Oops. And that's it. Let's hit save. And now I need to create another line, another row, which I'm going to put here Tesla. Let me just copy this in case of I do a mistake again. Tesla image, and let's hit save. And now we have here as well Tesla. So as you can see, we can create a list. This is a much more simple list than we've created before with a crypto, which we have actually I can bring this up as well, which we have created the cards. So here now we have everything. Let me bring this up here. So we have here the lists with our stocks and the crypto as a card. Okay, so now what we can do, and we can create more objects. So we can go here to our stocks and create more stocks, etc. And like for example, we are calling this. Of course, here it's not automated in the way that we've created the cards. So the same way I have created this for the cards, we need to create the same way for the lists, so we could see all the values that come from our API or our stocks list. And here, this is just an example how you can destructure an object or an array and see the values of each attribute that is in that object. So this here is a simple example how we can rename our attributes on our objects. So in this case, I'm renaming my objects to a different thing. So I could use on my lists or any other type of tables or whatever it you want to do. So this is an example. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This one was a short one. Don't forget with the subscribe button and the like and the bell so you can receive more upcoming videos. Once again, guys, thank you, cheers, and have a nice week. Bye bye.